How are you with slugs and snails and stuff?
I'm a thrower.
Where to? Where do you throw them?
Lob them over next door.
Yeah.
I am Adam Frost.
And I am Catlin Moran.
And this is Outsiding, our show about the joys of being in the garden.
And why we think the outside is the best place to be.
Shall we explain maybe what's about again, because we're only on the second episode?
I know, but still buzzing for my first, which we had Bob Mortimer in our garden talking about all things outsiding, basically.
Yeah.
The whole idea is it's the moment that you leave the house through the front of the back garden, that moment of sighing relief where you go, I'm going to potter in my garden, I'm going to go for a walk, I'm going to go for a swim, and finding other people who are as nerdy, often, as they outdoors as we are.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because then I feel very privileged, the fact that I've done it since I was about this high. I think that means I've gained about 40 odd years on most people.
This summer's really exciting for both of us because we're in my old garden at the moment that I've had for 20 years. But this year I got a new garden. Next door have given me a bit of their garden. So I'm making that over from scratch with you. And you also have a new garden that you're making.
Yeah, so we moved, in October? And I did exactly what I tell other people not to do. Don't get stuck straight in. My defence is it was a complete blank canvas.
And you're Adam Frost, so you can.
In theory. So it went down to a little river, it feels perfect. I mean, yeah, and so now I've sort of cut all the levels. I've designed the whole garden. I've planted 30 trees, which I did over the winter. And now really it's mainly building bits. So, yeah, all the sort of the footings are going in for the walls, all the main building works, really.
Yeah, you're a lot more advanced than I am with my new garden. So far, I've just managed to get a couple of buckets and I've put some seeds in it. I really, really want to start growing veg, but I know I'm going to have to put in raised gardens at some point. But that's not going to happen for a while. So I've just been getting buckets and big dump bags, and I've tried to plant some tomatoes. I've got some kale, I've got some courgettes, and at some point I want your expert eye on it, and you can give me marks out of 10, which I will make you give me for my garden hours so far.
So today...
Yes. I'm so excited.
I know, go on.
Well, it's a really difficult situation because Kerry Godliman is one of my favourite actors and comedians. She's absolutely brilliant. I think she's the nation's imaginary best friend. Whenever you watch her in something, you're just sitting there going, she would be my friend. I would get on with her. So initially when I knew she was going to be our guest, I was like, well, I think we know what today's all about. I'm going to become best friends with Kerry Godliman. And then I was given a piece of information that has thrown all this on its head. Do you know who her two celebrity crushes are? It's you and Colin Firth. So I think what we're dealing with here... Mr. Darcy. You're the gardening Mr. Darcy.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of rough is what they normally say.
Right. So I'm in a difficult situation here. I want to steal her from you, but I feel also as a woman and a feminist, I need to be her wingman and help her sort of get to know you better. So we'll see how that
goes. See how that pans out. So I had a phone call and I had to do something for Radio 2 and I had to be the surprise down the end of the phone. But we were away for my birthday and then Amber Lily, my daughter, who was organising stuff, said we had no signal. So we had to literally drive to the middle of a field and during Kerry's conversation, it was taken down the gardening route. And I'm at the other end of the phone, but the first name mentioned was Monty.
Oh, okay.
And at that point I thought, no, I'm going to put the phone down. But she said, as nice as he is, and then it was me.
It's only one.
And I was at the other end of the phone.
How did you deal with this? How does her frost mania manifest, and how did you deal with that?
I just think it's very, very bizarre.
Were you noble? Like, were you encouraging of the love? Or were you a bit like...
If I'm really, really honest with you, I wish it happened when I was about 21. Is that right? Because starting in your 50s.
I think take the compliment, babe.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
take the compliment.
Yeah, you still got it.
I feel slightly embarrassed.
Yeah.
Slightly embarrassed.
No, I'm really hoping it gets awkward at some point. That's my dream for today.
Yeah, and I can see you trying to make it awkward for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to go kiss, 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 but everything before that.
Well, that's something to look forward to, isn't it? Eh?
Hey, mate.
Hello.
Got you a tea.
Thank you very much.
You're a mint girl.
Cheers. Mint tea.
So lovely to have you here.
Oh, it's a delight to be here.
Welcome to Outsiding. Mm-hmm. You're an outside girl?
I prefer to be outside than inside if I had to choose.
Right.
And we're going to choose, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely outside.
Okay, well, I'd rather be outside.
We're very much at the vagaries of the weather. Today we have roaring sunshine, so I hope you've got your sunblock on. You'll see that my co-host, Adam Frost, isn't here, because I felt that we need to have a girl-to-girl chat before we meet him, because you have two major celebrity crushes, don't you?
You really have looked into this. I mean, I do.
Yes.
I can't remember who the other one is.
Colin Firth.
Oh, is it Colin Firth?
Yes,
I
yeah.
thought it was Mark Ruffalo.
No, no, he's mine. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, you can.
No,
have
I want him.
Yeah.
I want.
Really?
Yeah, I like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam Frost is the other one.
And Frost. Do you call him Frosty in your mind?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Frost.
Yeah.
Someday.
Okay. Well, on that note, we will now go and meet Adam Frost.
Okay.
No pushing. So this is my new garden.
This is incredible.
Thank you. What's your first impressions on it?
Well, work in progress, I suppose.
I have got a special prize for you, though. Finally.
Oh, hello. Lovely to meet you.
Well, officially.
Yes, exactly. We
visually.
met on the radio.
So I think we're old enough and mature enough for this not to be awkward in any way.
No.
What is it that what makes you crush on Adam?
Well,
What's the appeal?
it's the gardening. Mainly it's and the charisma.
Yeah.
And
We'll stick with the gardening. that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you explain a crush? It's a very emotional thing. Isn't
This
it?
really feels like a conversation that I shouldn't be part of.
No, just join in, Adam.
So, Kerry, we know over time we're going to have people on the show who maybe aren't quite as fond or obsessive about being outside as we are. But that's not the case for you, is it? You are.
I do like being outside.
Yeah. Tell me about your childhood garden. Was it from the very beginning? Were you like out the back door and like?
Yeah. I do have a lot of fond memories of childhood gardens. It was not dissimilar. There was a bit at the back where the fruit trees were in the climbing frame, and a bit allotmenty. Like my dad would grow veg down there, and then there was like this, a bit more ornamentally stuff nearer the house. And it was a bit wild.
Yeah. And would
it
you
had
help
to-
out? Were you out with the spade?
No, I do have a stand-up bit where I say I'm now at an age where I'm into... My daughter's the age I was when my mum was into gardening, and I used to think, what are you doing on the floor?
Yeah.
And now I'm on the floor doing, down there with a trowel.
Yeah. What's your pottering around the garden like? Do you go out there with a plan, or are you just kind of like,
No.
so the garden tells you what to do?
I freestyle.
Yeah.
I used to have a bit more, I think maybe since COVID a little bit, I've sort of shifted how I garden. I'm a bit more relaxed. I think I've become, that's when I really got into Gardener's World in the pandemic, actually. And that was lovely because a lot of people were sending those videos, weren't there, of their own gardens.
And Monty got an award for that.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought any of the rest of us played a part. Just Monty kept the nation going. It's quite funny.
But it's interesting because that did shift how I garden, because I think having that insight into other people's gardens and being a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
The garden we were quite lucky because it was a King gardener we bought it off.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of quite established plants and trees, lovely big old hawthorn tree. And so there's a lot that I love that he left behind. And then there's new areas. So the whole end is where my allotment bit is. And I've got a potting shed.
Nice.
And it's really lovely.
What is the most difficult thing for you in gardening?
Slugs and things like that, just the normal, trying to do the right thing and not, It's just hard. Like, I recently put all my cosmos in and my sunflowers, and then, because we'd had that wet week last week, they got almost all of them.
How are you with slugs and snails and stuff like? Have you ever snipped one? Are you a drowner?
I'm a
Are you
thrower.
Where do you throw them?
Lob them over next door.
Yeah. Do your neighbours know you're doing that?
No, but they do now.
So what is it do you think you get from it, from the gardening?
Oh. I know it's all said a lot now, but it is the mental health stuff.
Yeah.
It is just the calm. Nothing is more grounding than nature, is it? It's a teacher, and it just helps you to understand there are cycles and there are seasons.
Yeah. So how do you sort of deal with, like, say, you'd be away filming for a block of time?
Yeah.
How do you deal with, not being able to garden?
Obviously, you kind of miss a bit. Like, if you go away in August and no one's deadheading, then you come back and it's...
Are you on the phone just kind of in between takes going, just deadhead the roses?
Yeah, I do get a bit bossy about other people doing certain jobs, because I'm like, it's not that hard, just water the pots. And I can get a bit grumpy about it. And also this year I was away in that sort of spring, so I came home weekends and I was quite industrial about putting my seeds in and getting everything ready. So I'd only really be gardening Saturday, Sunday, and then working in the week. And I did miss that kind of, being there every day.
With the influences in the garden, because you travelled a lot when you were a kid, like your family travelled quite a bit, and then you went backpacking as a teenager.
Yeah.
All around India, like kind of like the trains and stuff. Was there anything you saw when you were abroad that you were like, oh, could I recreate that in the garden?
I wasn't as into it at that age. Yeah. I think in my 20s, I just wasn't interested at all. It kind of came to me a bit later. So I've always been into it since I've been an adult, but I think in my 20s, my backpacking days, I was just doing other stuff. into other stuff.
And then you graduated from backpacking. You had a campervan at one point.
I've still got that bloody
VW
campervan. I can't sell it. Does anyone want it?
Literally me.
It's not reliable.
No, they're not.
I'm just going to put this out there, all right? Last time, Bob Mortimer, last episode, sent me home with a fishing net.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, if you want me to come and pick the campervan up, not a problem.
God, please, will you just take it?
Yeah, not a problem.
I don't understand
Have an outside in campervan. That would be amazing.
That would be cool,
We can
wouldn't
go around the country solving gardening crimes.
Well, if you get it started.
Yeah. Like when people have like really screwed up a plant, we go in
It's
there.
like rosemary and thyme.
Yeah, but with actual rosemary and thyme, it would be amazing.
Exactly.
Sorting out herb gardens. So I listened to you on a podcast where you were explaining that you love gardens so much that you went to a gardening museum.
Oh, yeah, have you been? Oh, it's a brilliant museum.
And the two presenters on that, it was Ed Gamble and James A. Caster. They were very dismissive.
Yeah. Were they really?
Yeah. They were like, and by the end of it, they were just shouting, "This sounds like the most boring thing in the world." And you shouted, "Well, I'm going to go on a gardening podcast, you welcome."
I knew my time would come.
To your ideal place.
Have you been to that garden museum?
I was going to ask you about it. Tell me about
it. It's gorgeous.
Go on. So what's
it's in Lambeth Palace.
Yeah.
It's got a lovely cafe. And it's
that's important.
It's really important. Yeah. It's got all this lovely stuff. Well, all loads of vintage, retro-y gardening equipment, beautiful artwork. You know those paintings of like London gardens, and just really pleasing. And then it's got this one of these. You know when you go to a museum and you get to push buttons.
Yeah.
There's all this stuff about seed pioneers.
Yeah.
Like all these people that would go all over the world and just collect these seeds. You know, there's a seed vault in. Oh, where is it?
It's all to do with Kew. Yeah.
There's one at Wakehurst, but there's also one at Svalbard. There's one under the ground.
Yeah, they put it under the Arctic permafrost, haven't they? Yeah.
It's amazing, all these seed vaults and seed pioneers. I'm like, in olden times, I'd have been a seed pioneer.
Really?
Just stop a sec. Look at that. Nobody took the piss.
No, exactly.
That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You've come to the right place.
I knew I'm going to tell James and Ed.
Exactly, they are wrong.
I was on the wrong podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be back with Kerry in a minute. What's going to happen is hopefully these lovely people are going to send in questions the further we get down the road. But in reality, we're only on number 2. So what I'm going to do is try and just fiddle this part with some of the things that I'm being asked in general.
What's everyone asking you questions about?
The heat.
Yeah.
You know, what do you do? I think in reality, probably back off planting. If you are going to plant just 1 or 2 bits and pieces, you know, don't try and plant a whole garden this time of year. If you are going to plant, then I would say, you know, if you're going to prep a hole for the, you know, whatever you're going to plant, make sure you wet the hole. If you're doing containers, then a terracotta container, I would even wet the terracotta container, I would wet that.
Whenever I can't consult you, obviously I'm on Dr. Google, and there seems to be conflicting myths as to whether if you water a leaf in the sunshine, it will burn the leaf, or whether that's just a myth.
It depends on the plant, really. So, yeah, some plants it will apply to, others it won't. But I would say to most people, if you're watering, don't water leaves anyway. You know, water the soil, the compost. You want that water to go right down into the roots. And you're better off doing, you know, a longer session every couple of days than you are every day.
If you've got any questions you want to ask Adam, which are, let's face it, cleverer than the ones I've asked him, you can either email us at hello@outsiding.co.uk, you can join our Substack community, or you can just stop him on the street and ask him, because he loves that.
Yeah, he loves it. And on that note, now back to Kerry.
Kerry, we have to talk about your comedy special, Bandwidth.
Oh.
It's on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
I, by the end, was crying laughing.
Oh, wow, brilliant.
I don't think I've ever related to an hour of comedy more than I did to that.
It's very cross, isn't it? It's a very angry hour.
Well, you describe it as, my stand-up is howling at the moon, bewilderment and fury, the human condition ranting into the abyss.
Isn't that all stand-up? I kind of assume stand-up's just sort of rhythmic moaning.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah. Pavlovian moaning.
It builds to such a crescendo at the point where you're you cannot understand why your husband cannot tell the difference between your pants and your teenage daughter's pants.
Yeah.
Just kind of like you, just like she has tiny skimpy pants. Yours are described as
massive,
looking like a tank top.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about writing that. How do you go about writing a stand-up routine?
It sort of evolves. It's always little bits. I liken it to gardening. Gardening is quite a useful metaphor for a creative process, isn't it? So you have little areas that grow and then you expand them. And then you go, oh, there's a story there, and that reminds me of another bit. And then areas kind of match up, and you go, oh, that bit, if I put that bit next to that bit, then that all matches that bit. Yeah. And I can put that all over Jenga. Yeah. Yes.
So start with a moment. Start with an observation.
Yes. Often either a turn of phrase or something you've said socially. That's why sometimes people are really irritated when they're with comedians, because they're like, you're doing a bit on me, and I don't want you to. I'm not a practice audience. But yeah, things will occur to you, usually from chatting to your mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And things that make you laugh or make them laugh. Scribble it down, and then it sort of expands from there. You grow it. You grow it.
I enjoyed all the stuff about the perimenopause and the menopause, pointing out that, like, we just didn't have the perimenopause 10 years ago. Like,
no,
you describe it as the amuse-bouche to the real deal.
Yeah, it's the peri-peri bit before, yeah.
And it is a completely different state of mind. Like, when I started going through it, it just felt like, because estrogen just makes you lovey-dovey. You're basically drunk on estrogen. Like, kind of nature wants to keep you drunk so that if you have a baby that bites your nipple, instead of throwing it out the window, you go, oh, I keep it and I will love it.
Yes.
So, you know, you love to do the housework, you love to look after everybody, and as soon as the perimenopause kicks in, all that estrogen just drains out of you, and it's like you sober up, and you're just like, I can't be bothered with any of this now. That's when the rage starts.
Yeah, when the rage comes, yeah. And it also is interesting because other women are sort of helping other women. Because I wasn't really onto it. I was sort of in denial about how I had arrested development, like all Gen Xers.
Yes.
Sticking with pretending I'm 28. And a friend said, you're probably in perimenopause. And I was like, how dare you? And then realised that was certainly the case.
I'm slightly fearful of the gel.
Oh, what? This is because of Mrs. Frost.
Shall I tell you a gel story? Someone told me last night.
Honestly.
The dog licked. She put the gel on her leg. The dog licked it off and grew a boob.
Yeah. Well, that's it's like
this.
That's right. No, that's right. That's why she smothers it up. She gets in bed, and I'm going,
I don't want it.
You're in a cross. Can't you put that on in the morning?
How woo-woo are you with the
I can go full woo-woo.
Go on. Like, so on an equinox, are you doing something?
I'm not yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Like what? Where?
Climb up a hill, burn something.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. You're smooth, Frosty. This is smooth. So your CV is insane. Like, kind of like, researching you has been an absolute joy, but you've been in everything and done everything.
Yeah, you have.
So Afterlife probably being the biggest one, which was recently voted the best modern comedy by BBC Viewers.
No, it's great.
Yeah. How did you celebrate that, being called the best modern comedy of the 21st century?
That whole job was a massive surprise in a way, because it kind of came out of somehow nowhere. That's how it is sometimes doing Ricky's stuff. Is he's quite relaxed about it, and a friend saw him out and he said, "Oh, I'm doing this thing. Do you want to play my dead wife?" And I was like, in a good way. I don't know. Am I a ghost? Am I a corpse?
Yeah.
What? And then obviously he explained how it would be, and it all became this lovely thing that kind of came out of nowhere. And it is the gift that keeps giving. And because of the character being so, obviously it churns, because she talks down the barrel. So it's that connection that means that people often feel quite, sometimes, you know, I have some very intimate conversations with people about afterlife and grief.
What kind of thing?
Just that it brings up stuff for them and their grief and loss and stuff like that. So it cut through in a way that I never could have predicted. I just could, you know, so it's lovely that it still brings so much pleasure.
But it had it just had this ability to literally, reduce you to tears. Yeah. But then laughing uncontrollably. Yeah.
When you have a big career success, how do you celebrate? Like, some people like buy like a piece of jewellery to remember, like kind of a project, or you buy a plant, or
I've
like
never
kind of.
done that.
Really?
I should do that.
Celebrate your successes, girl.
I should do that.
Oh, another gardening talk.
Yeah, buy myself a lovely rose or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that now. I've never done that. I think sometimes you don't realise that something's going to be a break, if you like, or a shift until later. You don't know it in situ, really. Like, it's been a real surprise how massive Afterlife, you know. I mean, of course, a lot of what he does hits, but I couldn't have predicted that, really.
And I love that Ricky's one of those people who just works with people over and over again. It's kind of like so you're
because I'd already done Derek.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. So I didn't think of it as a new thing. It was like an ongoing sort of. I like the way he uses people like a repertory company.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
And you're working again with him now. You've got Ali Katz is coming
Ali
up,
Katz is
which
coming
is
up.
animated, in which you play an animated cat.
Yes.
Tell us about the process of getting ready to play an animated. I mean, did you watch Cats the movie and kind of go, okay, I'm not going to do that?
No.
Right. How do you prepare to play it?
I didn't prepare. He kind of, because you know what he wants. It's kind of he wants it to be as. Do you remember Creature Comforts?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's they want it to be as natural.
Yeah.
He wants it to be as natural as possible, and then he'll back animate it. So it's that way round.
Yeah.
So it was kind of capturing the relationships and the wisecracks and the, all that stuff.
And then he'll create from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not doing any methody stuff then? You're not kind of like, you're not in a voice booth kind of like, sort of like doing cat-like stuff?
No.
All of a sudden trying to jump on a mouse in the garden. Kerry, we have some quick fire questions for you. Right, so, favourite weather?
Oh, I love summer. Summer's my favourite season. Spring second, autumn, then winter. But I actually like all of them now. Come around to all of them.
Favourite tree?
I do like the hawthorn.
Cool.
I've got in my
nice,
garden.
Mayflower, yeah. And we should celebrate that more. I think the Japanese celebrate,
The aces.
well, and also the cherries. But I think we should celebrate the hawthorn.
The Japanese have 92 micro seasons, some of them that last for 2 or 3 days. So things like the first time the dew turns into frost.
Oh, I love that.
Where the buds appear.
I'm getting more into that sort of thing, like equinoxes and things like that, like breaking it down. Because when people go at New Year, they're like, oh, where did the time go? But if you break it down a little bit, it's more...
But also, that's what gardens should be. We sort of try and chase this perfect picture that's not there.
Yeah.
And what you really should be after is how many moments can you have out of the 12 months.
Micro seasons, lunar cycles, all that stuff. Gardening by the moon, that's something that fascinates me. I haven't done it. But
How woo-woo are you with the garden?
I can go full woo-woo.
Go on. So on an equinox, are you doing something?
Not yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Like what?
Climb up a hill, burn something.
Yeah. Like an old mattress or some tyres.
Yeah.
That's quite funny, really.
Effigy.
So the next question, next question is barbecue or bonfire?
Oh, bonfire. I don't eat meat, so barbecue. I went to a barbecue the other weekend and there's a lot of meat going on the barbecue. I was like, do we need all the animals?
It's a whole zoo.
Yeah. It's a lot.
What needs to happen is I need to do your vegetarian dishes on the barbecue.
Sure. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
No, I love a bonfire because people sing around them and talk around them and tell ghost stories and play games, and I love camping.
Yeah.
So I love a campfire.
Okay, Kerry, hot sauna or cold plunge?
Oh, both. I like doing the sauna and the plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the cold plunge now. Come around to it.
Because you are a cold water swimmer,
I do like it, yeah.
So what's the... I too am. Obviously, it's a bit of, I feel, one-upmanship when you meet middle-aged cold water swimmers. So
who's more hardcore?
Right?
Do you go through the year?
I go through the year.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I bail. I bail late October.
Do you know what your lowest temperature is that you've done?
No, because that's maths. I'm not good with numbers. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I do remember once when someone explained that you should get out before. You know when people go a bit evangelical? Well, when you're like, oh my God, isn't it amazing? I can see, the world is such a happy, wonderful place. And this woman went, get out now. Get out now. When you're being a little bit evangelical, get out.
Apparently the sign is when your hands, if you can't make your hands keep your fingers together and make a scoop, your little finger will start going out when you start getting too cold. And that's the physical sign. If you look at your hands and you can't get your little fingers back in, you need to stop, because I did not do that the first time I went in at 2 degrees, and I got this thing called after drop, which is incredibly unpleasant.
And what does that involve?
You just come out and you just do not know where you are. I couldn't work out where the bus stop was.
Were you on your own?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite scary.
Also, at that point, it was when I'd first started doing winter swimming, and I knew that people were snobbish about dry robes. The hardcore, just turn up in a cardigan and a thermos,
that kind of stuff. I can do. Like people call wetsuits wimp suits.
Yes,
I mean that can do one.
I'm happy to be a wimp.
Quite. Yeah, I'm not playing this game.
Right. So I didn't know where I was. I couldn't order a taxi to where I was, and I came home. I put a woolly hat and sat in a bath for 4 hours trying to heat back up again. And I was like, next time I'm getting a dry suit. I'm getting some neoprene mittens. Neoprene.
Get all the gear.
And then it's. But the addictive thing about swimming is you get a buzz, don't you?
You do get a buzz, and you feel so smug all day.
So, Kerry, we like to be generous here. We've caked you. We've chatted to you.
That was lovely cake.
We now want to gift you. I like to gift a metaphorical bird to you.
Oh, lovely.
You won't actually get this bird. I need to make that clear. But I
will receive it
Yes.
Gladly.
I feel like I've identified your spirit animal. So I was trying to think of what bird I would give you, spirit animal, the creature you'd most bond with.
Yes.
And in the end, I decided that it would be a crow.
Oh, the corvid.
So I stand hard for the crow. It sounds like you stand hard for the crow too.
Yeah,
This is great. I find I judge people on whether or not they like crows. Perfect.
Yeah.
As indeed I would judge anyone who didn't like you.
Oh.
First of all, they're really clever.
Yeah.
They have the intelligence of a 3 to 4 year old child, which in animal and bird terms genuinely makes them Stephen Hawking. They're so intelligent that they can play. So there's an amazing bit of footage on the internet of a crow that's got the lid of a margarine tub, and it's going up onto a snowy roof, and it sits on the margarine lid like a toboggan, and it toboggans down the snowy roof.
A clowning crow.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
I love this.
This is right for you. I was like,
love this.
And then it will pick up the lid and do it again. And it just plays all the time. We've seen crows using tools. They will use sticks to get insects.
Yeah, they will, yeah.
They will like
Wow.
bend leaves to use them as tools. And they've even been seen in Japan leaving nuts in the middle of the road and waiting for a car to come and run it over so it cracks the nut open and they can go and have their delicious clever
Oh,
crow
that
snack.
is smart.
Right. The second awesome thing about crows is that they're very peevish.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
That's me.
They really hold a grudge. If you piss off a crow,
Yeah.
if you really piss off a crow, not only will it remember and fly at you and mob you if you approach its territory, but in a way we do not yet understand, it will pass on these grudges to its children that are yet unborn and grandchildren. There is footage of the grandchildren of crows attacking men. They seem to only attack men. They're a very feminist bird. They're very angry feminist birds, which is another reason why I wanted to gift it to you.
Oh,
So,
I love this.
the peevish, clever and self-amusing bird, Kerry Godliman, can I interest you in a crow?
Yes, please.
If I gave you a charming baby crow, would you accept it?
100% I would take it. It's my new best friend. That's lovely.
I have matched the right bird to the right bird.
there we go.
I'm very happy. That's brilliant.
Kerry, I also have some gifts, but mine are physical.
Okay.
So, digitalis, grandiflora, all right? So, yeah, foxglove.
Yeah.
So, this, you like plants that will seed around,
Yes.
but sometimes they struggle with seeding around.
Yes.
So, this will seed around, but I would recommend, because it won't live forever, because it's a short-lived perennial, I would say collect the seed from this. All right, this is your task. Yeah. So once it's
good at
flowered,
tasks.
collect the seeds and then sow them. Don't cover them, and then you will find that hopefully they
It
will
will
come
just
up
keep
next
going.
spring, and it will keep going.
Oh,
and that
that's
will then
brilliant.
hopefully your little dingly dell.
Yes.
That will populate your dingly dell.
Oh, how lovely.
So that's the sow.
I'm over the moon with that.
That's gift number one.
Beautiful.
Gift number two. This is a little bit off the wall because
What's this?
see.
Oh, I know.
So you said that there was a particular plant that you liked and you struggle with them.
Dahlias. This is dahlia.
So this is Dahlia murkii, all right? So that is a species dahlia. So that's
What
one of
do
the
you
original
mean?
one of the original dahlias. So all those breed stuff that we have these wonderful flowers. So this comes from Mexico.
Yes.
It'll get up to about 1.5 metres. It grows in my garden in Stamford, so it should be absolutely fine with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will come true from seed, so you can collect the seed.
So I don't have
You
to
can
dig it up in the
propagate
winter and put it
Don't
in
have to dig it
plastic
up. I
bags
would,
or
no,
paper
I would
bags
just
or
all I
what,
would
yeah.
do is mulch it over. Just make sure the soil's reasonably well, and then you'll get this sort of seed heads. It gets absolutely covered in those, and they will keep going. So it's simple.
wow.
It's not big, blousy, this, that, the
That's a
other.
beautiful flower as
But
well.
that is a beautiful flower, isn't it?
That's really lovely. Thank
So
you.
it comes from Mexico. Yeah, but one of the originals, which I like. sort of-
OG dahlia.
Yeah, there we go.
I want that as well.
And then the last one's a little bit off the wall. So I was in Birmingham yesterday at a show. Right, it's hosta.
But the slugs get those guys.
This is what I was thinking. This might be a little bit marmitey.
I love them, but
You love
every time
them.
I try
Right,
to grow
well,
them, the
that's-
slugs get them.
So there we go. So from very early on in the year, put it in container. Yeah, garlic spray.
Hang on, I make it.
No, you don't have to make it. You can buy it. You can make it if you want to make it. You can make garlic spray.
It's just
but
garlic
you
and
can,
water.
Just garlic, yeah. But you can buy it, just
Yes.
garlic spray. The lady that I know really, really well that grows these, that's what she'll recommend every day of the week. Just
Okay.
spray him regularly with garlic spray. But I chose it, all right?
Yeah,
She's called you a crow,
yeah.
which I mean, you took that very, very well.
I'm over the moon with it.
But Dream Queen.
Oh, look at you. You're smooth, Frosty. This is smooth.
Thank you.
That was bringing me A game.
I love how smooth you've been with this, like kind of like leaving it right to the end. You know Kerry is vulnerable to your attraction.
Yeah.
You've left it right to the end to call her a dream queen.
Yeah.
How has it been meeting your crush? Because we were talking earlier about how when you met your other celebrity crush, Colin Firth.
I passed wind.
Yes, it didn't go so well. You farted.
Well, I kept it together today, didn't I? I've had a lovely time.
This has been
Kerry's day out.
awesome.
We've loved having you.
This has been awesome.
Oh, it's been so lovely. Cake and plants and chatting about plants.
So outside of meeting all the wonderful people, you and I are creating what they call some extra content. Is that right?
Yep, over on Substack, my journey that I'm going on with my new garden, it's just a pile of rubble at the moment, but because I've now got you, making you come here every week, once you finish talking to our celebrity guests, you're coming to the new garden and helping me make it over, and we're going to chronicle that journey on Substack. So by the end of the year, you'll have seen it go from just a car park to hopefully an Elysian paradise, thanks to you.
Because Substack is not just the written word now, is it?
We can do video, we can do photographs, and people can talk as well. So I'll be wanting to see photographs of other people's gardens and comparing them to mine. And hopefully everybody agreeing that mine's the best. Not that it's a competition.
Please,
Gardening is
please.
beautiful in itself, but I do want to win gardening in 2026. That is my aim.
You do have like an open street or anything like that?
I'll be going down the street, judging everybody else in the street's gardens. I'll be looking for footage. I'll be wanting to judge them all, like Chelsea. A more informal, slightly angrier Chelsea.
Poor neighbours.